Hi, I'm Adrian Ramsay from Adrian Ramsay Design House. Today I'd like to take you through an apartment that we created for some very special clients about a year ago. We had a brief that was to be elegant, and we also wanted to be industrial. We wanted something that was still a bit raw, but with elegant and beautiful finishes. In looking to achieve this light industrial look with a lot of elegance, we found this product, which is a tile, and it comes in a massive slab. And it's 12mm thick, which is just the most beautiful profile. And this one has been built or created to simulate rusted steel. But of course, it's totally impervious. You can cut on it, you can cook on it, you can do everything that you could possibly want with it. So we were able to integrate the cooktop into this bench top beautifully and create a custom range hood that was in the bulkhead so we could carry our fumes away without it hanging down over the top of us. And on the other side of the kitchen, we got a really amazing black sink and a cool tap. We tiled our splashback with a metallic tile, which just brought a bit of life to it with our LED lighting. In the kitchen, we had a little bit of fun in this corner. We wanted an appliance pantry, and we had some odd spaces down below. So one of the things that we did was we can use up this little space here with a wire rack, but that left us with a really odd looking set of drawers. So we made this one look like a cupboard to match on that side, and then this is really just a single drawer, and so on and so on. Above it, we have the appliance pantry, which means when you're working here in the kitchen, you've just got it straight open to you. It makes it really simple to work in here. With our approach being customer-centric design, we're always looking for the emotional drivers of the client. And in doing that, we unraveled the fact that these people had lived in Japan. With that, of course, they'd collected some favorite bits of furniture, which we wanted to retain in the design, and also the Japanese aesthetic of using industrial in an elegant space. Our entertainment center was a repurposed Tansu cabinet. We brought forward the cane chairs that were from their collection. This really cemented part of our Japanese aesthetic in the property. Some of the major things we did in this property that people would never even really know had happened is we completely soundproofed the ceiling. So we're in an apartment block. We also took the floor, which was a concrete floor, which had been tiled originally and carpeted. We stripped that and we made a floor of Pandomo. This is Pandomo. The way this product absorbs light and reflects light makes it bloom. It keeps it looking alive, and it's really beautiful to live on. With creating a light industrial aesthetic, we wanted to get some more room into our main living space. So we had a bath in the room behind, so we decided we'd steal that space and actually put our bar in where the bath was. So you'll be able to see here, we had to put in this big steel post because we're holding up 4 stories of building above us, as well as we're sitting on a car park below. We left it raw and just treated the steel so that it won't rust further, and got this really organic, lovely feeling piece of steel. We got some amazing stone for the top of it. A black sink, some beautiful long subway tiles. And what we often do here is we'll mix up a few shinies in amongst the dulls. Our wine rack, which we built, purpose-built for the spot, which matches back into the bottom of our Tansu cabinet. These came from our Tansu cabinet. So we have these beautiful big drawers that were the doors of the Tansu cabinet originally. In the master bedroom, we really wanted some texture in the wall. One of the things that we considered was whether we would use paper or whether we'd use paint. So we set about to make this paint finish because we couldn't find a paper that had the right coloration that we were really after. In doing this has got maybe about 7 layers of paint on here. Some splattered, some just dotted and then dragged with a brush. It creates a beautiful soft feel and gives us a depth of colour that you wouldn't normally get out of something other than a wallpaper. So in the master bedroom, it started out originally with an ensuite at one end and a walk-in robe at the other. Both of these were really tight and unusable spaces. So what we did was we joined the ensuite and the walk-in robe together. In doing that, we then had to find a place for the robe. So we put it in front and we got this big wall of cupboards, right down to being able to have the TV in here and behind slideaways. Behind here, we hid the ensuite. So in the ensuite, which is hidden behind the robes, we've got a large shower at one end, a long vanity, and then we've got the toilet hidden behind these frosted glass doors. One of the amazing things that you can do with LED lighting these days is being able to take a recess like this and light it. It makes for a beautiful soft mood lighting. Then also in here, we had a rain head as well as having a wall shower, just off a diverter mixer on this side. In creating the aesthetic in this ensuite, we took the radius corner of the basin and matched it as a radius corner on the mirror edges as well. Also standing the mirror off from the wall so it created its own shadow line. There's an old saying, the devil's in the details, and I love details. I love it when you've got the ability to really enhance something. Here, we cut the skirting board off, the old skirting board off, and recessed it back so that we had a clean line between our wall and our skirting board. Just with a little simple channel shadow line here. Creates such an elegant and finished look. When you're using something like the bench top that we chose here, it's got a couple of features. One is the beautiful texture of the finish on the top of it. The other is it's only 12mm thick. Now this could get easily lost if we kept our cabinetry up tight to it. So what we did is we took a big shadow line all the way around our cabinetry so that we could create the 12mm line standing out on its own. When we first started in this place, we had all these angled and curved walls, and we wanted to square these up and get it really simple. And then do this rock star basin. Again, the aesthetic of the curve here is matched in the curve on the mirror. And then we've got the tile behind, which is known as alloy blocks, which just gives it so much life. It's really brilliant. In this bathroom, which is actually the house bathroom, we found a really beautiful round copper basin. So we echoed that with a round mirror on the wall behind. We also had a large space which was to the other side of my hand, this hand here, which was where the bath was, but we put the bar in there. So what we did is we brought this wall in, and whilst we created a smaller space in the bathroom, we created a lot more functionality. There's a certain amount of freedom in a gallery rail. What it allows you to do is take any piece of art, hang it at any height, any size, move it around really easily. You're not making holes in the wall. So if you want to crowd this with 25 pictures, you can do that. If you want to just have one or two big pieces, you can do that. You can hang lots of weight on it, and you can hang something that's really lightweight on it as well. It just gives you so much freedom, it's fabulous. The concrete walls were a big feature in this home. There was an old slab behind it, but it wasn't naturally like this. We got Lincoln, who's a master renderer, who troweled this all off with a steel trowel, and then he rocked in these lines. And when I say rocked them in, it means he got a big long straight edge of aluminium, and he just gently rocked these into the depth of the render, and then had to trowel out each space. But it gives you such an amazing feel and finish. Keeps it industrial, but keeps it elegant at the same time.